more wealth in America. CNBC published an article titled, "1 in 5 business leaders may have psychopathic tendencies." Here's why, according to a psychology professor. Freshman year congressman jumped all over it. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez jumped on the discussion on Twitter. She wrote this: justifying psychopathy because low empathy, narcissism, dishonesty, and lack of deep emotional attachments are traits that have made a tiny handful of people billionaires, yet land many more people in prison while not getting adequate mental health care, is very 2019, she writes. Joining me right now is former senior advisor to President George W. Bush, Fox News contributor Karl Rove. Karl, it is good to see you this morning.
Good morning.
I don't even understand this. I don't know what she's talking about, and I don't understand the CNBC story either. How are you calling a billionaire psychopathic? Why? I mean, I don't even... And then she jumps all over and says, oh, yeah, this is so 2019. What do you think?
Well, I've always thought Bill Gates was crazy, and Warren Buffett, clearly that guy's a narcissistic psychopath, and, you know, Steve Jobs, obviously that guy was working, that guy made his billions off the sweat of workers, the drones, and Apple Computer. I mean, every one of those billionaires, we ought to lock them up, take away their money, and give it to deserving people like Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez and her campaign manager, who are now have 2 campaign finance complaints filed against him for a scheme that looks to me like it is borders on illegality. Maybe those same terms that she threw out at the billionaires apply to her too. I don't know. Who cares? Why are we paying attention to this woman?
I know, but I mean, you know what really gets me, Dagan? The fact that, like, when they mention the billionaires, Bill Gates, his legacy will be more about giving away $100 billion than it will be about founding Microsoft, okay? I mean, Ken Langone just gave, what, $100 million to NYU Medical School so that they can give free tuition to medical students? What's wrong with these people?
Right, and she has done what? She got elected to Congress.
She was a bartender.
But again, she is a living, breathing example of malignant narcissism, if she wants to call out, like, CEOs as being psychopaths. Again, somebody that addicted to their own social media account, it raises the question. But I love how, Karl, that this is garbage science. And so you have this woman literally gobbling up morsels of this garbage science and then regurgitating them to fit her left-wing nuts socialist narrative. Again, it's not even what the article isn't what the headline of the article says, and then she takes the headline of the article and then just goes bleh all over social media.
How do you really feel? How do you really feel?
And I don't say, I'm not calling her malignant narcissist. Well, I kind of did, but you know what I mean.
Well, Karl, but you asked the question, why are we talking about this? I mean, this is a ridiculous story, but on the other hand, you actually have policy proposals to tax wealth in this country, a policy that has failed everywhere it's been tried, but it's on the table here. I mean, there's a sense that this is the right way to move on the left, and I think we have to talk about it because there's real possibility that something like this could be coming down the pike.
Yeah, and don't forget the op-ed in the Journal today, Karl. All Bernie's socialists, the people that work underneath him, are praising Chavez and how great Chavez did in Venezuela in terms of the socialist policies. We should adopt them here. I mean, look how great Chavez did. That's what Bernie Sanders people are saying.
Yeah. Look, I agree with the notion that we need to take on the policy ideas of all of these people because it is an educational opportunity. When Medicare for all, well, first of all, that is, I have to tip my hat to him. That is marketing genius because this is not Medicare for all. They are ending private insurance. Yeah. They are putting the decision of whether or not you get to see your doctor and when and if you get to get a procedure up to the federal government. And so we need to take on these prescriptions, these ideas that they're laying out there, and point out how they are failed, how they're not in keeping with our values as our country. And in some instances, we need to point out that we actually either have better other policies or we're already pursuing the right policy. Let me give you one example. Income inequality. An interesting piece from my former colleague, Dr. Larry Lindsey. He was a Fed governor at a very young age, head of the National Economic Council under President Bush. He's been looking at wage inequality, and he pointed out that since December of 2016, that the increases for working people have grown 25% faster than the wage increases for their supervisors. That's a turnaround. The previous 5 years, the wage increases for supervisors were growing 40% better than the working people. So the working person is now getting a better deal in the new administration under their economic policies than they did under President Obama.
Yeah, that's a great piece to mention. And want to mention Alexandria Ocasio's comments are raising the alerts from Speaker Nancy Pelosi. Now, Doug Collins came on this program and called AOC the co-speaker. So all I can say is Nancy Pelosi must be out of her mind that we are talking so much about AOC's proposals. And apparently Nancy Pelosi took a swipe at AOC and her Twitter following, saying this. Pelosi said during an interview with USA Today, while there are people who have a large number of Twitter followers, what's important is that we have large numbers of votes on the floor of the House. Ocasio-Cortez has over 3.8 million Twitter followers. You think that was a swipe at AOC, Carl?
Oh, absolutely. And it wasn't her first one. She had earlier taken a swipe at the Green New Deal, mocking it, basically. And look, Pelosi is got a difficult job to do as Speaker because she's got an element, this hard left Democratic Socialist element inside the Democratic caucus in the House, AOC, Oman, Tlaib, and there are a number of them, and they're trying to basically force the entire Democratic caucus to further to the left, and so far they've had some success in doing so.
Well, Eric Swalwell is now running for president, so they've
Number
got
18, there are now more Democrats than the Republicans in 2016. Congratulations, Dees. You're going to hit 20 by the time it's all over.
Good to see you, Carl. Thanks so much, Karl Rove. We'll be right back.